Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com, the YouTube channel, and NoDQ&A videos affiliate, ringsidenews.com. WWE Royal Rumble is this coming Sunday live on pay-per-view. You can check out NoDQ.com for all the latest news, rumors, and of course, live play-by-play coverage on Sunday. I will also be tweeting my thoughts during the pay-per-view at twitter.com/NoDQ.DOTCOM, and the feed of that will also be on NoDQ.com. Now that that's out of the way, let's get down to your questions via spring.me/AaronRift. First one today comes from WWE fan Dark Arrow. Hey Aaron, since the 49ers lost, how long did it take you to shave your Wyatt family beard? Well, yeah, the 49ers lost, and obviously if you've been following NoDQ&A video, you can tell that the beard is gone, but at least we got an entertaining game, and that's coming from somebody who's not a football fan. And also it was funny to see that guy Sherman cut a Booker T-like promo and generate all this controversy, so that was fun to watch. As far as the beard goes, maybe it's because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it took about an hour at least to get rid of the entire beard, and I don't want to go through that again, so I think in the future I'm just going to stick to not having the beard. But it was fun while it lasted. It was nice to get the Daniel Bryan comparisons, and in a way it's weird now not having the beard. It's going to take a little while to get used to not having it. But anyways, let's get down to the wrestling questions here before everybody tunes out. This one comes from Rob Zito. Hello Aaron, Batista looked great in his debut and it was cool to see him again. As anticipated as his return to Raw was, do you think it was a good idea to bring him out in the beginning of the show instead of the end of the show, or was this more for ratings? Well, I think if it was more for ratings, they would have saved it until the end. That was something that surprised me a little bit, and I commented on this on Facebook and Twitter. I thought it was strange that they had him come out at the beginning of the show, because usually the viewership peaks around the middle of the show. And in the past, WWE, when bringing somebody back, they would save it for the very end, and they would spend the entire show hyping it up, showing videos, and having the announcers talk about it. And on this night, they had Batista just come out in the first segment, and they had him come out later in the show and attack Del Rio. And by the way, that surprised me too. I figured that the physicality between those guys would be saved until the Rumble, but WWE gave it away on free television, so whatever. But yeah, overall, I mean, I was fine with Batista's return and how it was handled. And, ratings aren't as important as they used to be. I mean, they're still very important to WWE, but it's not like the Monday Night Wars where they're trying to pop a rating and they will milk something for all it's worth. With this, they just wanted to get them out there, and they had their way of doing things, and it works for them. All right, this one comes from Thet769. Hey Aaron, is the ending of Raw one of the worst you've ever seen? Personally, it didn't do anything to help hype John Cena versus Randy Orton. Please answer in video. Well, I don't think that it was even close to one of the worst segments I've ever seen and one of the worst Raw endings. I don't think it was that bad. But with that being said, I certainly don't think it was very effective in hyping up Cena versus Orton. I wasn't a huge fan of that segment. I haven't really been a huge fan of the entire build-up, repeating the whole angle where John Cena Sr. gets knocked out by Randy Orton or whatever and gets punched a few times and has to go to the hospital. And they're doing this angle again, which they've done in previous months, where the Authority is, seems to be at odds with Randy Orton, and they're talking to him about how they can strip him of the title, and he needs to live up to their expectations, and WWE's trying to do this angle where it looks like there's dissension among the ranks, and Orton is being portrayed as the underdog going into the pay-per-view, which makes me think Orton's winning on Sunday. And they're basically doing the same exact thing they were doing last month with Cena versus Orton and that whole angle with the Authority and Randy Orton. So, haven't been a big fan of this, and it just feels, I've talked about this in other videos, it just feels like a filler match, and when it's a WWE World Title match, it shouldn't feel like it's filler, but it does to me, and, I think they should have done more to make this match something important. It doesn't feel like anything special. All right, this next one comes from Javier Made in Spa. Hey Aaron, hope you're doing great. after all the build-up to the Royal Rumble, who do you think will win, eliminate the most guys, and last longer in the ring? Well, as far as who's going to win the Royal Rumble, I've talked about this before. The odds-on favorite, in my opinion, is Batista, and especially after Raw, it seems like Batista is the clear favorite. They have CM Punk entering the Rumble as number 1, so that way CM Punk can last most of the match and he'll look really strong, but then he can lose and, he won't look that weak because he lasted in the match almost the entire time. As far as who will eliminate the most guys, I'm assuming it's going to be Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns, in all likelihood, will have a tremendous showing at the Rumble. They're continuing to push him, and that's my prediction, that Roman Reigns will eliminate a bunch of guys, and Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins or both of them will turn on Roman Reigns and eliminate him. And as far as who lasts longer in the ring, WWE's building it up for CM Punk, and that's going to be the storyline for this match. CM Punk trying to go the distance like Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair and those guys in the past. All right, this next one comes from J Mentor 1. Hey Aaron, after the confrontation between Brock Lesnar and Big Show on Raw, do you think that they would have a better than average match at the Royal Rumble? Please answer in video. Honestly, I don't see it being a better than average match. I think that it will be a showcase for Brock Lesnar. I don't think it's going to be back and forth, and I don't think it should be if you're building up Brock Lesnar for possibly The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I think you need to have Brock Lesnar go out there and just destroy the Big Show and just beat him within an inch of his life. I don't know if they're going to do some kind of big spot. Years back, we all remember the big suplex that broke the ring. Maybe they'll do something else. Maybe they'll have Brock Lesnar throw Big Show through the stage. Or, I think they should do something like that, some kind of spectacular spot where Big Show just takes out the Big Show. Just breaking his arm. Honestly, I don't think it's enough. I think they should do more. But we'll see. But regardless of the case, I think that Brock Lesnar will pick up the win, and hopefully he does it in dominant fashion. All right, this one comes from King Hickey 19. What are the chances we'll see David Benoit in WWE if they change his name? I personally would like for them to give him a chance, but I can imagine a few smart fans going to events just to troll WWE by chanting Benoit during this matches. Well, I really hate to say this because I think everybody should be given an equal opportunity to make it in WWE, but something tells me that he's not going to get that opportunity in WWE. Now, yes, they could change his name, but, I think enough people will know that it's Chris Benoit's son, and you're going to have those fans, as you mentioned, that will heckle him and will make the chants, and, fans on the internet will mention it all the time, and I don't know if WWE's going to want to even bother, and, at some point, it's obvious it's his son. You can try to hide it all you want, but yeah, because of the name, I don't know if he's going to get that chance in WWE. I mean, it could happen, but I'm thinking the odds are greatly against it happening. I think WWE wants to try to not get involved with the Benoit name as much as possible. But we'll see. Maybe he will get an opportunity at some point. But I would tend to bet against it. All right, this one comes from I Am Voss. Hey Aaron, what do you think about the New Age Outlaws receiving a title shot? Personally, I feel it's a step backwards in the tag team division. Well, I don't really have a problem with the Outlaws getting a tag team title shot, and I don't even have a problem with them winning the titles again if it's going to be a transitional run, which very well could be the case. I mean, it's very conceivable that the Outlaws could beat Cody and Goldust, and maybe we're going to have that Cody-Goldust split leading up to a match at WrestleMania. I think it's too soon now. I love the team of Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and I think it's too soon to break them up, but there's been all the talk about them having a match at WrestleMania, so if you were going to break them up and have a WrestleMania match, you could have the Outlaws beat them, and the Outlaws can be the transitional heel champions, and you can have the Usos beat the Outlaws, and the Usos will be going forward as a tag team champion. So that scenario I could very well see playing out. at the Royal Rumble, and the Outlaws could lose the next night on Raw to the Usos or something like that. But yeah, in that case, I wouldn't have a problem with the Outlaws winning the titles one more time. And actually, I would be cool with that. I mean, that would be a nice moment to see them win the titles one more time, even though they're heels. So that's kind of weird, but yeah, it would still be cool. All right, that'll do it for this edition of No DQ&A video. Thanks as always for checking out the videos. If you're watching for the first time and you enjoyed the video today, please subscribe, spread the word, share this video on Facebook and Twitter. And as I mentioned at the start, check out NoDQ.com for all the latest regarding the Royal Rumble. And I will see you guys next time for more No DQ&A video.